fellow Jedi, Sith Lords, and everyone in between. Um, I made a short video yesterday about how I want to kind of help keep or help get Star Wars fandom in a more positive, light, regardless of how it's going with Disney. So today I want to cover Tales of the Underworld because I think this is something that needs to be talked about. Not to say it's not being talked about, but I want to talk about it. 10 out of 10 show, and that's not saying that lightly. I mean, start off with Asajj Ventress, her story being continued from the Dark Disciple book, flawless, in my opinion. The choice she had to make, um, I'm thinking that she probably never see Quinlan again, and that's kind of heartbreaking given the relationship that they had. But it's kind of a sacrifice she had to make in order to come back to be alive again. But that whole character development from the point she came back to life and you know took on a Padawan of her own, which I have no idea who his name is. I don't think they even said his name. At one point, I thought it might have been Kanan Jarrus slash Caleb Doom, but I don't think that. I think he's just going to be like a nondescript, no-name Jedi or whatever. So seeing her take the kind of master role, I think is going to shape her character even more than where it has been. And I think that's good for her because right now we're kind of lacking any strong female characters that are written well. I mean, you got her and Ahsoka. Sabine kind of, the Ahsoka show kind of went a different route with her that I don't agree with, but, you know, it is what it is. But I think there's potential for them to do more stuff with Asajj, given how they left it off. So all three of those episodes, loved them. So yeah, I'm kind of keeping these short and sweet. I don't think I need to get into a lot of detail about how I feel about this, but Cad Bane, that was a surprise to me. I've kind of been a fan of him since Clone Wars, but what they did with him in the Book of Boba, yeah, I don't think he's dead. I don't think they should kill him off. I think he has potential to still be a great character in the franchise. So, but the backstory about him being a kid, the friend that he made, and later on having to face his friend and finding out that he has a son, that was like that was crazy. So yeah, again, 10 out of 10 with that because it made me see him in a different light, and I think that was the point. So yeah, that's pretty much my review. I mean, spoilers, it's been a week, so I figured, well, not quite a week, but close enough. But yeah, I mean, I was really surprised by that, especially after the way the Tales of the Empire was a complete letdown for me anyway. This was a breath of fresh air, I feel. And for it to drop during season 2 of Andor was just icing on the cake. I'll be covering Andor in a later video after the last 3 episodes air. That way I give my full review of the entire show. I should just do the entire show because it's going to be done. So, and I'm probably going to watch Rogue One after I finish the show as well to kind of get that experience where it just meshes together because I feel like that's exactly what's going to happen. So, again, the whole positive note, the thing that I'm trying to do here is, I want to promote healthy discussion, even for those that don't like certain things to talk about or people that do. I don't, there's toxicity on both sides. Okay. I want that to just not be a thing on my stuff. And I kind of want it to spread throughout the fandom. I know that's a daunting task and, but I have hope that it can change. regardless of how Disney handles the franchise, I think we as the fans have more power than we think we do to steer it in a better direction. That's it. It's us. It's up to us. Instead of fighting amongst ourselves, we can just do the fan films, do whatever, just make a statement to Disney and be like, hey, we're not going to put up with this. And we want better content. We want content created by people who actually love the franchise and are just as passionate about it as we are. So I don't know why that's such an issue. You would figure money is what they like. If you release content that people love, you're going to make more money. I don't understand how that is not computing, but you know, it's way above my pay grade and I know nothing about that. So, yeah, that's pretty much it. My next video, be covering Andor. As always, may the force be with you.